It says offline on mine.
It should be back online now. Is it back online?
Yeah.
Is it back online?
Yeah.
Sorry guys, when my driver crashed, it turned off the streaming program. But we're still here. Sound should be okay. I hope. Oh, you saw that? I ran through
What
that
happened?
without getting hit once.
So is the sound better now? The
Look how
sound is
well
good
that's
now.
hidden.
The
Look
sound is
how
good now.
I just want you to see how well this is hidden.
So you're gonna go through and find all the secrets, huh?
I don't know where all the secrets are actually, but I'm gonna try and find them all.
So what else about Tomb Raider other than the character do you take and put into Demon's Revenge?
Well, there's a lot of like elements like this, her shimmying and jumping from place to place on platforms. I really want to
That's something
put
that we want to
that
add to
in
it.
the yeah in some of the dungeons
And
and
why is
stuff
that? Why you want to add that type of
because
stuff?
it's fun. It makes you do something other than run from A to B.
I personally
Okay,
think
I don't remember what. Okay, I think this is the button.
with that, because games are meant, because you want to deploy whoever play the game, you want the person to actually play the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you want them to be engaged with the environment and have the environment actually have some sort of relevance.
Yeah,
If
rather
you're
than it just being pretty.
if you're going through a forest, you're gonna have to jump over hills. You have to jump over. You know what I mean? Go through trees and cut your way through certain areas and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm
I
sorry,
can
I'm in
see that.
concentration mode.
Oh, you playing? I'm sorry.
Yeah, because using the keyboard is kind of hard to
Mm-hmm.
remember my buttons.
My look like you. Well, I seen you play this before, but still.
I mean, I could play one that I'm not really that familiar
Just play
with
the game. I'm not asking. I'm just saying you played it before, and it's
because
looking.
I'm not really familiar with part
You're not
two.
looking too
I've
bad.
beat it before, but I haven't played it in a really long time.
Development wise, what have you took away from? Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. It's like simple, like jump, jump over
But the
this.
thing is, I want the player to have like full control of
Yeah.
like how what where he's jumping
Hmm.
and how he's getting there.
Well, Steve said as long as the platform isn't too difficult, as he stated
Well,
previously,
yeah, because I know that in like a
he's
lot
really
of
he's really really bad at platforming.
well, it shouldn't be that hard. I'm trying to
Yeah,
like make it not be really
it's
really
not
hard
gonna
because
be Tomb Raider
I know
hard.
that in RPG Maker the tiles movement
Yeah,
and even with like pixel movement when you jumping is very inaccurate.
yeah.
So I want to make sure that it works and it works properly.
Hmm.
So I would not dare try and put something in the game. Oh come on, see what I mean? I forgot the buttons.
I like
I wouldn't dare try and put something
I like
in the
Wild Orange
game that's
platformer.
not like fully functional. That's incorrectly done. If it's not polished, if
Hmm.
it's not polished like I want it to be,
It's not gonna be a feature.
I wouldn't dare do that.
No. So it's something you want to do, but something that's not in there yet.
It's not in there yet,
Just to be
and if
clear,
it can't be perfected,
if it can't be perfected, you don't want
then
it in
I
the
don't
game.
want it.
No doubt. I like
And I
the
definitely want to put like shimmying
yeah.
and
I want at least it to be look exciting. Like if you jump and you just
okay, two.
in front of that first space,
Oh my god,
in front of
Nova.
in front of when you jump and you right in front of that block that you just jumped into, that he would like hang down in front of the thing, like he just grabbed onto the ledge and just made it.
Mm-hmm.
He said, like in Guild Wars 2, they made a lot of places where you had to platform in order to complete areas, and you would have to spend hours trying to get through some of them.
In Guild Wars.
Yeah, remember when we was
Is that
watching?
the new one?
No, that's the one we was watching. Angry Joe. He did the
Oh, he
review
said
on
it was
it.
like cool.
Yeah, and it's like different areas, like secret places you can actually find by doing little
Yeah.
platformers and getting to places like that.
Yeah.
Adding the element of exploration
Yeah.
and discovery.
Yeah.
Sort of like, what's that game called? What's that game called? Demon Revenge, like that one.
Okay, so I just killed a bear. I feel so bad about that, but
So-
it had to be done.
So you were inspired by that swimming mechanic?
Yeah, I
Tomb Raider?
love swimming. And then in part one, like if you listen really closely, it kind of makes a little song when you
In Tomb Raider?
swim. Yeah, but it's something just
No.
something. It's just something that I
No. You imagining
I'm
that?
probably imagining it.
Yeah, you
but-
imagine it. It go boom, boom, boom.
No, if you
Boom.
listen really close, it's got,
Oh my
it's got
God.
a rhythm to it. Trust me.
No,
I've played this enough times.
no. I have to disagree.
Okay, well, agree to disagree then.
I have to disagree.
Okay. All right. I don't like this part though. You guys are gonna see me do something really crazy here.
What are you doing? You play this a million times. You should just know how to get by this.
Look, I already did. Which way is it? This way, right?
So, what other aspects of Tomb Raider have you taken away from this and put towards your own development, the way you make games? Huh? You listening to me?
Yeah. What happened now?
Wow. I said what other things have you taken away from Tomb Raider and put into the way you develop games?
I think that's about it.
What about the atmosphere?
Oh yeah, you know what? I love like when she finds like these crazy artifacts, and she puts them in her house, and like she's like one of those
Like she
crazy
collecting.
collectors.
Okay.
Yeah.
So collecting. I always thought about
But
that.
that's like in every game. I forgot the wolves.
Yeah,
that
that's
come
in
out
every
here.
game, but I think in this game in particular, they actually have more like relevance since she's collecting like a lot of like
Wrong wolf.
a lot of artifacts. Like in the last one, she had Mjolnir, and remember when she had
You
Thor's
mean
hammer?
the last
Underworld, the
good
last
one.
the last actual Tomb Raider game, and not that one that they just painted over with what's the name of that game?
Uncharted.
Uncharted, yeah.
Yeah, I think people already know my distaste.
It's not a distaste.
I call it a distaste.
It's just like it's not Tomb Raider. It's just not. It's like a shooting gallery game. He said, you know how she's like a Tomb Raider. So it has relevance. But what else? What else? I'm answering your
All right,
question.
this is a timed thing, so I'm gonna need concentration, especially.
You supposed to be good, you.
But I'm using the keyboard, so it's not like the same. Okay, what was the question now?
About how I was gonna say
see,
like
I already messed up.
the collection aspect of the game. Like since we don't change like weapons and things like that, I always thought like what should we have that's like something that people would like to collect and would search for that actually.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking like audio logs of like earlier Floridians.
You think that's something that gamers would actually want to collect? I think they want to have something more concrete. You know what I mean? Something they can look at.
Well, you can have pictures, like art and stuff.
I guess.
You said something to look at.
I guess.
I forgot what the look button is.
We were. I think Steve was in that stream yesterday too, and we seen that card game that guy was making, and I got a little depressed. Cause I like.
But we don't want it to.
Yeah,
be
we don't
like,
want to be that complicated.
But we do want to know like what his process and stuff is.
He said like bromides from Lunar.
I don't know. I haven't played Lunar.
I think he meant like a Sure. I have to Google that.
Yeah, look, he's naming all these games I haven't played.
Those like that's like the old school. Cause I know whenever somebody says, I think with me, I started RPGs and like with PlayStation. Like I never even heard. I didn't hear about Chrono Trigger.
Tried to jump the gun. You saw that? No, and I ran into the wall.
When did you start RPGs, Whitney?
Final Fantasy 8.
8.
The first.
That was your first one.
Yeah, but it was just a demo, so I don't know which one to count as my first one. I'm not sure if I should count Final Fantasy 7 as my first one or the demo, because I played the demo of 8 first, then I finished Final Fantasy 7.
But they're gonna take our RPG cards because there's a lot of them that.
Well, that's why I want to get to them.
They're gonna take our RPG cards because we haven't played Secret of Mana.
I think
you played Secret of Mana?
I've played it. Is that the one where you're on the map and it's like kind of Zelda-ish but not really?
Steve said he started RPG with the original Nintendo Final Fantasy 1. Dang.
Oh my god. I tried to
I don't think I can do it.
I tried to play.
I don't think I can do it.
What was it? Mystic Quest?
Yeah, did you?
And I just couldn't. The graphics. I mean, I'm not like a graphics whore or anything, but
that's a strong word.
I'm not a graphics whore or anything.
Wow.
But
you said it again.
Well, you keep interrupting me.
Just don't say that word.
I'm not a person that is
persuaded.
That's like entirely. Oh my god, over graphics.
Yeah.
But
He said Mystic Quest was horrid.
I would have to agree there. You know what? I'm going the wrong way.
Did you feel about Mystic Quest what I felt about Blood Omen?
Yeah, it was just I could play it. It's just
I think I could have played Blood Omen. It just seemed like it took a lot of time.
Okay, guys.
Minister J.
Remember that I do not have.
Minister J said his first RPG was Dungeons and Dragons back in '82.
What's that? Was that even on?
I wasn't born.
I think that's.
I wasn't born.
It's like pen and paper.
I think you talking about pen and paper, or probably Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't have a keyboard, so I might.
I think it may have been.
Die or something.
I'm gonna Google it.
Oh, I didn't do too bad.
My first RPG was
save it before I go down here, though.
My first RPG was Wild Arms Second Ignition.
Nova Rain.
And then I played it until I got to Disc 2, and then I couldn't play it any longer because it broke. It broke. Wow, he said you can beat the final boss in Mystic Quest by casting Cure twice.
Cure?
Yep.
Twice?
Mm-hmm.
Why twice?
Because it's probably like a zombie. You know how the zombies when you cast Cure get them like items?
Is there? I'm not sure if there's a way to save it. Oh, here it is. Save me. I'll put that on.
Yeah, see the final boss. See, I know my stuff. The final boss was undead.
Yeah, so he's like that Jiro guy from Final Fantasy VIII, where you can kill him with a Phoenix down.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, but I like the only thing about Wild on Second Ignition. The first disc was amazing. The second disc, it was like
dragged on.
It was all filler. It was like they was like trying to push things on you, and then you went in the towers, and they were like just everybody had their like
lost. Okay, here we go.
What do you call it? Like they life-changing moment by going in the tower, and then everybody solved their problems before.
Yeah, that was just filler.
I was like, that was cheesy.
That was too much filler.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could understand some filler, but like
when I was younger, though, when I first seen Final Fantasy VII, I thought the same thing I thought of it now. I thought, this doesn't look right.
You You was a hater.
I wasn't a hater. I seen my cousin playing. I just couldn't see myself playing
You were
it.
spoiled by Wild Arms. I must admit, the 2D, 3D thing
Yeah, that
on
looked
was
wonderful.
Really good.
That 2D and that they did.
They really did. They outdid themselves. So, did you see that messed up texture there?
But the only thing was the battles with those 3D models. They didn't look too good.
No.
The 3D models didn't look too good.
But the battles in Final Fantasy looked good.
Yeah, but and that's the crazy part about it. The battlers.
You guys think I can make it all the way to the other side with this little bit of breath?
The battlers
I think I can.
in Final Fantasy VII looked phenomenal. Outside of battles, it was like, what is this?
Well, you got to think about it.
How did that happen?
They probably couldn't put good models in like the actual
on pictures. They couldn't put good models on pictures. I'm not hating. I'm just saying they couldn't put good models.
Call me a fangirl, but you're hating.
You can be honest and say that the small sprites that were on the overworld were hard to look at. They weren't
sprites. They were models.
Yeah, the models, they were hard to look at.
I didn't think they were hard to look at.
They were very hard to look at. I like the game at the completionist. He went over the game and why and how some things made sense because a lot of things they didn't tell you, like how was it spoilers for people who didn't play it. But I think pretty much everybody knows Final Fantasy VII.
I'm not gonna get all the secrets in this thing.
But one thing that kind of was eye opener was when he explained about Jenova and how whenever they would fight Sephiroth, that they would end up fighting a piece of Jenova.
Yeah.
And it turns out that Jenova was a shapeshifter.
I have to tell you guys, I had no freaking clue.
Yeah, that was something. I think
until they broke it down.
Until they broke it down. So a piece of Jenova.
So I had a clue, but I didn't. I guess I was too young and
I was explaining
to
it.
Understand.
I was explaining.
I used to crap. I pressed the wrong button. Shart. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
He said Final Fantasy II on SNES is the one that really got him into.
Where is it?
RPGs.
Oh, here it is. Final Fantasy II.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I played. I think I played 4. Didn't beat it though.
I think that was 4.
Why isn't she picking this up?
4 would be 1, right?
I don't know. I don't understand.
4 would be 1.
The bull crap that's behind all of that. 4 would be something. 3 is 6. I know that.
Yeah, 3 is 6. So 4. No, 4 would be 2. Well, I'm confusing myself.
We're confusing.
No, 5 would be 2. 5 would be 2, and 4 would be 1.
5 is 2 and 4 is 1.
Mm-hmm. Well, Final Fantasy.
Know better than we do. I'm lost. Okay, I never did understand this stage.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. 6 is 3.
Why they confuse people like that?
4 is 2.
Beating the stage.
Are you?
Okay, I remember this part with the counterfeit floors and stuff. I might not get this thing.
I got a question for you. When did
I used to do I'm gonna die.
When did
Yeah, that's the keyboard. That's not me, okay?
When did you decide that you actually want to make games with me?
A really long time ago, like way back. I used to even mess with the Tomb Raider level editor. And before that, I used to do Age of Wonders. Age of Wonders had like a stage creator or something like that.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. And I used to mess with that. And before that, I used to write stories like all the time, poetry, stories. And why is she looking at this?
So you were a writer before anything?
I guess you could say that.
What's the first game you ever made? And what type of game was it?
A full game?
I guess.
The first full game I ever made was actually on RPG Maker, like 2003.
What was it called?
It was for my history class.
Oh, was it?
Was it high school?
Oh, so it was a history project that you did?
Yeah, it was awful.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it used RTP everything, and it was like it was like the battles and stuff was like you were on Columbus ship and.
Oh yeah.
It's a bunch of crap. But hey,
that sounds like it's pretty good.
Why does she keep letting go of this box?
Because you don't have a controller.
Mm.
Either streaming keeps buffering.
Is it? I don't know how to fix that. How do I fix that?
Maybe it's because I'm standing too close to you.
I don't think that matters, does it?
I think you're good.
You sure? Because when I'm in the game, my mouse doesn't show. At all.
We have the worst equipment.
Well, this is our second time streaming ever. So, like, why? See, look, she's starting to get me mad now. Why did she?
Minister J said that he made his own mods for Dungeons and Dragons. It's much harder than stuff that they sold in stores.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I know that Dungeons and Dragons is pretty hard on its own.
He said still buffering.
So if it's harder than what's in the store, then that's got to be some badass shit. I'm so sorry for my language.
Oh yeah, don't curse, please.
I just have a potty mouth, but I can't help it.
So what's happening now? Hold on.
In the game?
Steve said it's still buffering. I'm trying to tell him to refresh.
Is it buffering for you too?
He said his son makes games all. Minister just said his son makes games all the time. And he's 11.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty young to be making games. But that's good though to get a start.
Get a good start because you know, I totally forgot to
things. Well, Mr. J, he makes games all the time too. I think he does it like for a living. He like does it every day.
That's good.
Yeah. I want to do that.
Yeah, right.
You know, we got to go through our little trials and tribulations first, like this Kickstarter, before we can actually say we can do that. Hey, Steve. He said no sound.
No sound?
Yeah.
Like at all?
Yeah.
Actually, I should probably do it through the game.
Is it still no sound?
No sound from us either? Yes.
Is it still no sound, Jay?
I set it to 2, but just let me know, like.
Steve said a friend of his, and he sat down and wrote out a full story. And wrote out a full story and gameplay features for Lunar 3 and sent it to Working Designs. That's when he knew he wanted to make games for a living. I don't know.
I would be so hyped up if they picked out my stuff.
Yeah, right.
I always used to be like, I want to work for Squaresoft.
Oh, yeah.
But now I'm like, I don't know about that. After I heard about like how publishers work and stuff.
Oh, yeah. How publishing work and
how they can take your stuff.
Yeah, how they can take
really
your.
Turned me off to like.
How they can take your
with other people
IPs.
In general. Because you know, there's so much legal stuff involved that It really just makes you want to be on your own.
Yeah, but then you kind of consider what the benefits of it can be.
Yeah.
Which that's what we're doing now. But I think I don't know.
City of Vilcabamba.
We still considering it. When did I learn that I want to make games? Oh man, there's several. I think it's several things that started me wanting to do that. I think that started when I was about 5 years old, and
You remember your exact age?
yeah,
Oh
I
my
think
gosh.
think it was when I was 5.
5, Tyrell.
It had to be when I was 5.
Oh, they were behind me the whole time.
When I was 5, me and my brothers and my cousin said that we were all going to make a robot. And
I'm gonna die.
And you know, from there, just the fact that I just want to create something out of something that I had already seen. And I seen that robot, and it was like one of those. I believe at the time they were selling a bunch of these in stores. And from there, you know, me and my brother, we used to always draw comics and things all the time.
Wait, the song is about to come on, but I can't hear it. Is this the one?
It was a danger song.
No, the song.
You keep cutting me off.
The official.
I want you to know you keep cutting me off.
I will be quiet.
Okay, right. Like I was saying. And so we all draw comics and everything like that. We all play games. And we watch stuff like Biker Mice from Mars and
playing a game.
And Ninja Turtles and things like that. And at the time, all those things had cartoons about them. I mean, I'm sorry, video games about them. And then we got in comics and all that, and Marvel and DC and all that different stuff.
I would like you guys to know that I suck at this part, so I will be saving a lot so that I don't have to start all over.
So when I got into the Mugen engine, I actually felt like I was making something. And by putting characters in the game and from all different places like Street Fighter and Ninja Turtles and King of Fighters and putting those all into a screen pack and things like that, I thought I was making a game.
Look, I knew that thing was there.
And then I found RPG Maker a long time ago, but this wasn't like official. I think it was RPG Maker 2003. Then I made that, and then I kept making the same game. And then I met Whitney, and then I made the same game with Whitney, and it sucked. And then we worked together, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And now we're making games now. I want to play that. I want you to play that game. Probably in another stream. Computer. Just like
not you guys too, are gonna be
not
like,
too much
wow.
of it. Not too much of it, but
yeah,
just a little bit.
Give us a bad name. I should put that on right now.
Steve said a lot of people he know that work for larger game development companies have told me horror stories about working for some of them. One of my friends was working for Sony when they laid off half of their employee base. Oh my God. That sucks.
That's a horrible situation too.
Yeah, that got to be hard to work for a big company with all that competition.
Awful. That's why. That's another reason why.
Well, I like the indies from what I've seen so far. I like the indie game development community as a whole.
We all help each other out.
Because when I was he said buffering's back on.
It's still buffering?
I believe so.
How do I fix that again?
Can you Google it? Yeah, let me look at it.
Oh, that wasn't a death leap. There's sworn there were bullets in this water in one of these rooms. Oh! She did the wrong thing! I'm assed out. I mean, I'm kind of, now I'm
I hope that's better, cause I just kind of got away. I think the thing is his thing is like is downloading the video faster than you can stream.
Is that what it is?
I'm assuming.
You sure? Is that even possible?
I think that is like you can only upload at a certain speed, and then his is like probably like catching up real quick, and then it ends up buffering. No problem, Jay. Thanks for coming to the stream.
What time is it, anyways?
It's 9:20. We're only gonna stream for like 10 more minutes.
I'm gonna finish this stage and then, yeah, we'll cut it. It's like one more part to this stage.
Now, what was I talking? I was talking about something before the buffering thing happened.
What is Nova doing?
Wow, you just.
No, this would have been death if I had fell down there.
You're just killing it. I was talking about something very important. Tomorrow games, and then. Oh, and then we talk about like my game and how it sucked, and how we should play it.
Which one did I just go through?
But not too much of it.
I just went through the left one, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean the right one. Okay, this part, right? This part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrible at timing.
Like you remember everything about this game, Whitney?
Sort of.
How many times would you say you played this? Don't get no completionist number. He lied. How many times he played Final Fantasy?
Did I just get hit by that thing? I know that this is a trap door. I'll tell you that much. I know there's a bear in that room. How a bear gets into this elaborate building past that trap and all that, I don't know.
I'm kind of killing myself because I was talking about something that I was really interested in talking about. I forgot.
Oh yeah, the city of Vilcabamba.
No, I wasn't. He one friend word something. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, the indie developer community. Like when I was in school for culinary arts, and they had asked everybody in class, and they were like, who here think you have to step on other people in order to like obtain some sort of success? And like 90% of the class like raised their hand, and from there I'm like, I'm probably in the wrong line of work right now. So I think that's why I really like the indie development community, because everybody's helping each other out, and you don't really have too many people like stepping on other people's toes in order to get somewhere.
I would go down there and be a G, but I think I'd rather kill him without getting attacked.
Wow.
What?
He said one of his friends told him that
he's dead already.
They were being treated like numbers instead of people by the company that they were working for. So in order to protest that, they took down their own nameplates and put up numbers instead. That's cold. Well, I would hate that.
If it has to happen, it has to happen. Mm-hmm. People need to know that they're doing something wrong.
Mm-hmm. I still believe there's competition in the indie game community, but a different type of competition.
It's a friendly competition.
It's
still like
I see. Yeah, no doubt. Like I see Tales of Old North, and I'm like, oh man, that looks awesome. We got to do better. You know what I mean? That type of thing. We got to do better than that. So it's like that type of thing where.
There's a secret around here somewhere.
I know that's going to be a good game when it releases. But even at the same time, I want our game to be better than that game when it releases. What was another one that's looking good as an indie RPG that's coming up? You got Tales of Old North.
You got that that game that everybody's mad at.
What's that? Echoes.
Echoes of Eternia. They're like 2 years late.
We shouldn't like
or so, but
we shouldn't give our.
I think the game itself looks pretty good.
Yeah, the game looks good, and that's all I'm going to say about it. The game looked real good. I really hope it releases like soon. Or at least a demo gets put out there. What's another one? Toby.
I think they said their next update is gonna be a demo, but that's probably for backers only. I don't think did we back that? I don't think so.
What is it?
Okay.
Toby's Island looking pretty good.
I'm about to beat the stage.
Yeah, good, because you only got 5 minutes.
5 minutes for what?
To beat the stage.
I'm like 100% sure I did not get all the
Legend of Lotus.
I did get all the secrets.
Oh, you beat it?
I just told you I'm about to beat this.
Oh, you beat it just now?
Yeah.
I gotta look up Legend of Lotus. He said Steve said that's a good one too.
Legend of Lotus.
Legend of Lotus, yeah.
It sounds familiar. Why? Why does it sound?
It does sound familiar.
This is the stage with the T-Rex guys. I guess.
This is it.
I guess we'll be.
We may not play this. That was enough to play in Tomb Raider. There's other games.
Okay, if you say so.
All right. Thanks everybody for joining our stream. Oh, Legend of Lotus. We seen this one.
Yeah, I was saying it sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's the one that was by I think we cross promote with them. They cross promote with You Are Not the Hero.
Let me see.
See, remember it was the guy and his girl. Yeah. And they
Yeah.
That one looked pretty good too.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us on our stream.
Thanks for watching me play Tomb Raider and talk about the inspirations from it.
Even though I had to ask you. But I think.
But I can't play and answer questions at the same time. You know, I have to concentrate.
Yeah.
Like, I think imagine if I was playing Buster Groove.
Oh, no.
It's already out of sync.
That has nothing to do with our game. I think
it has something to do with our game. Mm-hmm. It's fun.
Even though I think this stream was mildly less entertaining than the last one.
And a little longer.
Yeah. But I had fun.
I had fun too. I had fun because I was playing my favorite game ever. It's
funny that we crossed promoted with it and I was like, what is that? It sounds familiar. What is it? So I guess we'll probably do it tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah, what game would you guys like to see me play tomorrow?
Well, not Final Fantasy VIII, apparently.
I don't see the problem with Final Fantasy VIII, but okay, it's like my favorite Final Fantasy.
I don't think it'd be safe for us to play Final Fantasy game, especially without any music, because then we'll start to do the music ourselves. And
you know, I will start to do the music myself.
And I don't know if people could take that.
No, they can't take you.
Shut up. I'm a excellent composer.
Okay. You get all the notes wrong.
So thanks for joining our stream.
Yeah, thanks for joining the stream and watching us play and talk and stuff.
Yeah.
And asking us questions.
Yeah, definitely. I always like questions.
Yeah.
Even though I was asking you a lot of questions.
This is what I wanted to show you guys. I got up to St. Francis Folly.
No, we're done with the stream. What you showing?
I mean, I just want to show the screenshots, the glitches that
Steve said not Final Fantasy VIII.
How do I look at the picture? Oh, can you see that? Can you guys see that? You see it?
Yeah, that. What about it?
I got up to that stage and I have no clue how that happened.
Oh, that's the texture all messed up?
The textures got all screwed up. And I've got like a few more too.
Is the textures messed up on Lore too?
Yeah, the textures are messed up on her too.
Wow.
But look, wait. The best part is this. The lion. Look, he's just a bunch of numbers and letters. Okay, that's it.
All right.
That's all I wanted to show.
All right, thanks again for joining our stream, and hopefully Well, we may or may not be back on tomorrow, but thanks for joining us, Jay. Yeah, but we gotta put work together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.